Hello, everybody. If you hear some noise, it's my classroom's air unit. It's a little loud. Today we're going to be talking about radial symmetry. Radial symmetry deals with a center that is circular and then things coming out from that center. What are some things that you could think of that are radial symmetry? It has a circle center and then things coming out from that center. Did you think of a bicycle tire? Or even a wagon wheel? There's a center, and then they have spokes coming out from them. That would be an example of radial symmetry. Do you have any other ideas? What about when you draw a sunshine? Usually when kids draw sunshines, they put a circle, and then they have the rays of light coming out of it. Now, does the sun really look like that? No, it's more of a symbol that we use for the sun. But that would be an example of radial symmetry. Starfish are an example of radial symmetry as well. Starfish kind of have a round center, and then they have their arms that come off of that round center. And there are starfish that have 5 legs, 6 legs, and a bunch of legs. Anything else you could think of? There are more. Have you ever looked closely at your eye? Your eye has the pupil in the center. That's the black part that grows when it's dark and shrinks when it's light. But if you look at the iris, the color part of your eye, you will notice lots of little lines, fibers coming out from the center that make up the iris of your eye. Check it out the next time you have a mirror handy. Well, today we are going to be doing flowers. It's springtime, time to do some fun, springy projects. We're going to fill up our paper with radial symmetry by making flowers. We're going to do a variety of sizes. So I'm going to start in the center. I'm going to put some along my outer parts of my picture because I don't want my paper to be off balance. I want my whole paper to be full of flowers. I need to make sure that I spread them out. I don't want to do them all down here at the bottom or over on this side. So that's why I start by making the circles on the outer edge so that I know that they're filling up my page. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see where I could squeeze one more in. Oh, right there. 10. So I have 10 circles ready for some petals. Now, petals come in all kinds of different shapes. There are the ones that have kind of a point on them, like a raindrop would or a teardrop would. Think of it as an oval with a point. Some have rounded petals. And that's a lot like an oval, isn't it? There are some flowers that look like they have heart petals. Now, you don't have to make every single flower different, but try to make a variety. There are some petals that look like bear claws. Rawr, rawr. There are flowers that have double layers of petals. And if you think of more, I'd love to see them. But you can also repeat. All right? So if you want to repeat some, that is A-OK. And if they go off the edge of the paper a little bit, that's okay. Just don't draw on the table. And they can also overlap. Overlapping is when you go behind or in front of something else. Now, once you have done all your petals, okay, wait until you've finished all your petals. And when you have, we are going to add leaves to each of our flowers. We're not going to add the stems, the stick part. We're looking at almost like we're looking down at a bed of flowers, and these are just the happy faces of the flowers. So we are going to put leaves kind of in our empty spaces. So look where there is empty space in your picture, and you can fill it up with leaves. So I'm making my leaf kind of a football type shape. And it just kind of pops out from behind a petal. And I'm looking for those spaces in my picture that have some emptiness. See how there's all this emptiness right here? Well, I can add a leaf to this one. I can add a leaf to this one. I can add a leaf over here. There's kind of an empty space. And that helps fill our paper up. All right? So after you finish drawing your amazing flowers, you're going to color them. Now, flowers come in all kinds of colors, don't they? But we don't usually see flowers that have a green petal, pink petal, orange petal, red petal, brown petal, gray petal, black petal, purple petal. Do we see flowers like that? No, not usually. But we want to make a nice, colorful picture. So what we'll do is we can color the center a color. And when I color a circle shape, I always color it like a circle. Round and round I go. And then when I do the petals, you can color the petal all one color. Make sure you color each petal by itself. We don't color petals around and around, okay? Color each petal by itself. But if you want to add more than one color, what you can do, notice how I'm not coloring the whole petal. And I'll do that all the way around. And then I'll get a color to do the top. But I'm also coloring over top of the red to kind of blend the two together. Now there are flowers that are kind of like that have one color towards the center and another color at the end of the petal. So this is totally okay, and it's a way to add more color to your picture. All right? But it's also okay if you want to just color your petal with one color. As long as you're doing it nice and neat. And if you want, you can push a little bit harder, kind of make a line in the middle, like it's maybe a shadow, because some petals kind of have a fold in them, like that. All right, but you're going to color your whole picture, make a beautiful flower garden. And if you want to add a bumblebee flying around or a ladybug, that would be wonderful too. All right, have fun making. Bye-bye.